A wee bit, yeah. But he's not being an absolute menace to the box, he's still off me.
Now for the beans. Hopefully not.
Oh, we alright? Alright? Geez, we've some crew today, huh? Alright? Oh, we good. That's it.
Alright after that fall?
Yeah, grand, yeah. Yeah. So we are.
How you doing, Jill? Alright?
Good, you?
Yeah, you good.
Yeah,
no, thank you.
I suppose, look, there's going to be, same as always, plenty of them lining up. We'll line up with them and we can only go as fast as Boris can go, really, isn't it? At the end of the day.
Well, you try and lead.
Yeah, I'll line up with them, you know, I will. I'll line up, and if I'm in front, I'll be happy to be in front.
This is probably the most competitive race he's been in, is it?
Probably has been, but I suppose if you look at Dimple and what he's done,
Well, I know.
you know, I suppose he's second to Dimple, it'd put him right in it, wouldn't it? I suppose, look, all these runs this year would put him right in it. But no, I'll line up and look, if I'm in front, I'll be happy I'm in front, but it's just with so many of us.
Okay?
Yeah, good to soft, yeah, it should be ideal, really. So everything looks to be okay for him, and sure, if we get left in front, we'll be happy to try to race him in front on him and keep hold of him until we're out over that second last and pass on. So, no, he'll be fine. So he will.
Good one.
So, hopefully, anyway.
Easy, Stephen, just win.
Simple, isn't it?
Just win it.
Very simple. Took my helmet. No.
Be more heavier than you.
What's that?
I think the whip's more the point.
To be fair, he's not actually a fan of the stick. You watch, you hit him, he'd swish his tail.
Does he?
Yeah, he does, yeah. So I don't know how much he does for the stick, but if he's in front, I tell you one thing, you'll get a few of them. So,
Good luck, mate.
no, thank you. Well, we'll go and get him at this side anyway, guys. All right.
Yes,
Thank you.
good luck, Stephen.
Dubai, a dual course winner. We've got for 6s. Leskin Fear is 7-1, Calavini 7, Orioninverness 12, Orioninverness is 16, 21, Milan at 5-1. But the lead coming up. Race 5 is the RacingTV.com handicap chase. Thanks to Racing TV for their support here. Running now at the post. This race has lost time of 3:05. So 2 circuits of the track to cover basically. On the above par, Peak starting together with Orioninverness and Hills of Dubai. And they're off for the RacingTV.com handicap steeplechase, well above par. Here's the early leader with the Pookie Peak and alongside. Hills of Dubai is tracking the pace setters with Orioninverness and then Teotl. They take the first fence before they face the first of 18 fences in this race, which is over on the far side of that first fence. Leskin Fear is currently held up in company with Angus Milan, who's in the orange jacket. They're at the first fence now. Pookie Peak and landed in front, and they're all safely across it. Calavini is disputing last place with Bull's Head as they move towards the second. That's the first fence, the plain one. Pookie Peak well above par. Teotl reaching for it, that's the grey. Hills of Dubai, Orioninverness and the Fiddler's Bow are chasing the leaders as they make the run to the first of the ditches. And the Pookie Peak is in front. Over they go with well above par and Teotl together. And then in the pink sleeve to the outside, that's Fiddler's Bow. Orioninverness chases the leaders in the green and yellow jacket. Then Angus Milan, they take another plain fence. Leskin Fear is the fence at the end of the back straight, a plain one, stringing out a little bit, and it is Pookie Peak and the leader. Pookie Peak in front by about a length to well above par, who sits along the inside running rail. Teotl is a close third. Teotl has been off the track for some time. Fiddler's Bow course winners in behind them, a dual course winners. Hills of Dubai goes the shortest way. Orioninverness and Angus Milan are following as they make this run now to fence 6 of the 18. And the leading bunch are a few lengths ahead of Bull's Head, Leskin Fear and Calavini. So they're jumping the first in the straight now, well above par the inside of Pookie Peak, and heading now towards the second fence on this section of the track. Well above par just in front of Pookie Peak, and then the Fiddler's Bow, Teotl, Angus Milan attempted to take closer order as they take the ditch. Fiddler's Bow there, just really reaching for the open ditch up along the outside. Leskin Fear made a mistake, running out to the final fence on this circuit, and as they come to it, well above par, Pookie Peak, and those two, well above par, bit chancy. So right in front of the stands, there's still circuit to go, well above par at Pookie Peak and those two together. A gap then of 2.5 lengths to Teotl and Fiddler's Bow and Angus Milan, Hills of Dubai, Orioninverness, and the last wave are Leskin Fear, Calavini and Bull's Head. So on to their second circuit, going towards fence number 10. It's a fairly well bunched now, and it is Pookie Peak and is back in front of well above par. Those two are followed closely by Teotl and Fiddler's Bow. Then Orioninverness, Angus Milan, Hills of Dubai is quite a few spots off the pace. And then up along the inside is Bull's Head as they go into the back straight. Calavini's alongside Chick. Yui Teofil and Fiddler's Bow, and not such a good job there from Pookie Beacon, not such a good job either from Hills the Divine, who now finds himself disputing last place with Leskin Fear. Going towards the second fence over on the far side. Pookie Beacon well above par over and in front. The back markers both made mistakes, Leskin Fear and Hills the Divine, and they're now heading towards the open ditch. Halfway down the far side they go, and it is Pookie Beacon well above par coming towards the ditch. Fiddler's Bow next. Hills the Divine has called it a day, pulled up at the open ditch. 2 more to jump over on the far side. Here's the grey, Yui Teofil wants a slice of the action as well. Pookie Beacon, Yui Teofil well above par. Fiddler's Bow widest of all. Angus Milan Orange Jacket behind them, then Orioninverness followed by Calavini and Bull's Head, and they're clear Leskin Fear. 1 more to jump down the far side, and Fiddler's Bow has jumped to the front. Goes on by about a length to Pookie Beacon, then Yui Teofil well above par now being squeezed along to the inside running rail. Front 4 chased by Angus Milan, then Orioninverness. Calavini has made heavy weather of this to work this afternoon, but is passing horses. Well, past 1 or 2. Bull's Head is one of those on Calavini's pass. Leskin Fear looks to be pulling up, turning into the straight. 4 fences to jump. Fiddler's Bow in front by about 2 lengths. 2. Yui Teofil, Angus Milan on the move. There's Pookie Beacon, Orioninverness well above par, and Calavini is progressing. Coming down towards the 4th last fence, the straight there from Angus Milan. Looking back, Bull's Head has been pulled up. 3 to jump. Fiddler's Bow's the one to catch. Fiddler's Bow from Angus Milan, Yui Teofil, Pookie Beacon, Calavini. Come towards the ditch second last. Fiddler's Bow over it in front by a good couple of lengths to Angus Milan. Angus Milan at the moment just won't go with Fiddler's Bow. There's a gap of about 6 lengths to Orioninverness, Pookie Beacon, Yui Teofil. Now Calavini making a little stretch. Fiddler's Bow up and over safely, and on the run in, it's Fiddler's Bow by 2. Then Angus Milan still staying on for pressure, but Fiddler's Bow will win at the track again. Fiddler's Bow will win it. Angus Milan second. Calavini rushes home to take third. Then Orioninverness and Pookie Beacon.
2 or 3 times up the straight I actually thought it was getting, he was getting a bit of wind in his sail.
Yeah.
I looked up and going to like 3 out, they weren't getting away from me, and I thought if I got a run at them, and then sort of about 5 strides from the last, the fuel gauge just went empty.
You hit it as well.
The last fence was coming big and thick.
So basically 2.5 is probably, there's no doubt about it, 2.5 is...
He's definitely getting better. I mean, he's finished his race. No, like that. Say this time last year, if you ran him over this strip, I'd have been turned in and swinging off his head the whole time in case you can turn in now and you can just set him out, and you've no fear of him falling or anything like that.
No, that's right.
He's definitely strengthened up.
The others were getting tired.
Yeah, but to be fair to him, then when he did clout the last, he's actually picked up and galloped to the line again. He would have just fallen in a heap last year, definitely. Guaranteed he'd have been still laying there.
Finished strong.
He's stuck on again for 4th. He's
It's really good.
that's probably rode one of the better races he has run in, because he's been almost flat out the whole way through the race. He couldn't go any quicker.
You gave him a crack in the back, did you?
Just because he was just starting to drop his legs in the fence, really. He was just feeling the pinch, but it's definitely the better race he's run in. He's
he's a
looking,
star.
he's back in here again, isn't he?
Well, exactly, and he's running consistently, isn't
All
he?
the time,
Very
and
consistent.
he'll go out again the next time, do the very same. He's running very well and he's enjoying it.
Yeah.
All right.
Brilliant.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.